I actually want to quickly just talk about people in the gym, or when you're training in a public gym and there's a lot of other people around you. I see it from two ways. There's like, of course, good things from everything and bad from everything. But the good thing with having people around you is that sometimes that brings some motivation. I remember when I did train in a more open gym where there were a lot of people, I would sometimes get a lot of motivation or energy just by knowing that people would look up to me when I did things or would see me do certain things. So I would get power from that. I think you can relate to that sometimes. If you have someone looking at you when you're training, you almost feel like you need to perform, and that's usually what happens. Then the negative thing, of course, is that sometimes you can get distracted. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but there would be some sessions where I could train this not now, but a few years ago, and I would sometimes just do the skills that I thought looked good, or that I know that people would look up to me if I did it in the gym. So not necessarily things that would give me the maximum results, just the things that made me look good when doing it. Of course, calisthenics is a sport that is extremely eye-catching. But if you get too caught in it, you're gonna stop progressing because you just do things for the sake of looking good. And that's not good enough reason long-term, in my opinion. Because then when you start to be like, all right, maybe people stop to look at you, and then you need to find motivation from somewhere else, or let's say you move or you change gym to where it is empty, like where I train right now. Then your motivation is literally completely gone. So you gotta have a bigger cause for your reason to be there or to train. And then you start to look at, all right, how much have I progressed in these years? And if you've just been doing the same thing over and over again, your progress is probably gonna be pretty slim, and that's demotivating. But of course, sometimes you can do things just to show off. It's pretty fun. At the moment, well, especially in the vlogs and when I train, it's strictly because I want to get results. But of course, since I have the skills I have, or when I'm in a new gym or meeting people, there's a lot of times that I also just go ham on certain things. I will do the craziest stuff just to show off a bit, and that's fun. But of course, I just do it from time to time. If I would do it all the time, I wouldn't get too much progress. That is also one thing. When I go to new gyms, the younger generations, they are also usually the ones that will come up to you and ask for almost, like tips. So if I'm in a new gym, or to be honest, it can be an old one as well where I've been training, but there's a lot of young people. Sometimes I like to actually do something sick, like one-arm handstand is one of these things, or like weighted pull-ups. To be honest, it's not really what I'm training for, but weighted pull-ups a lot of people get impressed by. So I like to do those type of skills, because then the young generation will go up to me and ask like, all right, this looks so sick, how do you start, how do we get there? And that, in my opinion, is a good enough reason to actually show off, because then I might inspire if young generation and grow the sport. So that's definitely something that I do it when I have the opportunity.